Hey guys, Gar197 again. This time with a review of the 1/44 scale high-grade Iron-Blooded Orphans Gundam Gusion Rebake from the Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans series. For color scheme, we're getting a pretty unique one for a Gundam. It's mainly all sand brown, and that's really not something we see a lot. Very reminiscent of the Gym ground type. I mean, we even have the little orange accents here on the legs, on his front skirts, the vents on his chest, and then we got the V-fin, so it does have that vibe going on. And then other than that, we also have white for the top of the feet, on his elbows, also on the sides of his chest, and then one piece here on the cockpit. Then we get two shades of gray. We get one gunmetal-ish gray for the inner frame, and then we get a very dark, pretty much black gray for the bottom of the feet, the back of the shield, the thrusters on his extra pair of shoulders, and then also for the rifle. Then onto the stickers, and man, do we get a lot of them. Now they're mainly going to be used for the faces. Faces of evil. Evil stickers, I mean by that. So let's get going with the stickers. We get two white ones here for his knees, then we get one white one there for his crotch, we get a white one that wraps around here for the cockpit, and you know, there's only a slight color difference between the sticker and the plastic, so that's pretty much okay. We get the white ones for the shoulders, front and back, and then we get a whole lot of them for the face. We have the white ones here, same one on the other side. We have them for his little ear antennas. We get one big one here for the front, and all of his face is just one giant sticker. They could have at least molded the chin in the right color. I mean, come on. Chin stickers are what, pre-2000? Man, does that bring me back. So yeah, that's definitely not that great. And then we get to the other face. Once again, two white stickers for his ear antenna thingies. A white one on the side and on the other side, and then we get three stickers to complete the face sensor, one on each of the sides, and then the front one with a nice metallic green sensor. And with all of those stickers at his disposal, you'd probably think that this thing is completely color accurate. Unfortunately, not quite. So when I bring up the manual right here, you'll immediately see that those vents on his extra shoulders should have been black, and they're just completely not. And then these little vents here should have been orange on both the sides, and especially the shield is a big offender. The sides here should have been white. These four thingies should have been white. The vents, or whatever those are supposed to be, should have been black. And most of those parts could have easily been molded in plastic. I mean, we've seen much finer details on recent model kits being molded in colors. This shield is really early 2000 or even earlier standards. So really, that could have been better. Also, I almost forgot to mention that even though these thrusters aren't molded in color, or we don't get any stickers for the thrusters themselves, for the insides, we do get stickers. I mean, it's like adding insult to injury. Thanks a lot. Let's quickly forget about those stickers and move on to articulation. The head goes up, down, rotates around. There we go. And has some forwards and backwards chicken movement. Then the regular arms go forwards a bit, backwards a bit on that ball joint, go upwards very nicely. They have one hinge joint, and then same ball joint puts them up nicely. And the arms themselves go all the way up like that. And rotate around, below the shoulder, bend at one joint for a bit over 90 degrees. Hands on ball joints, will wiggle around, turn around, and do everything a ball joint does. Then we get to the big feature of this machine, his extra pair of arms on his back. So they're on a peg here, so they'll rotate forwards, backwards, go up and down. Then move this thruster out of the way, push him on the edge to pull out the arm. That, and then you simply slide them out on a little track. They don't really pop into place, and there they go, but they are very sturdy. And simply Turn them around, bend at the elbow at one joint, but you still get plenty of bend out of that. I would say that's even more of a bend than the regular arms we're getting. And the hands will rotate around, turn around, and do everything a ball joint does. And then they can also move in and out like that, not forwards and backwards, but overall, they will do everything you want them to do. And I'm really happy that they didn't skimp out on those extra arms, because that was something I was kind of afraid of, you know, because, well, they're just the arms that's going into the back unit. They're extra, but they are fully featured. Then, body moves forwards, backwards on the ball joint. Also a bit forwards and backwards for a nice range of movement. And front skirts molded together, can be separated, legs kick out nicely like that. And then let's remove the shield for this here to give the legs a bit more backwards mobility, like so. And go out nicely like that for a full, not split the other thing, coup de grano. And then they will also do the jiggle. Just get back in there. We'll bend at two joints there for a very nice bend. Go back out. Feet go a bit forwards, backwards nicely. Side to side a lot on two joints. So first we have the ball joint on top, and then we have the swivel joint at the bottom. And man, if you ever need that, I don't know in what kind of situation you're in, but you can do it. Push that back up. This little piece here goes up and down, and the feet go down. And these are really some of the best articulated feet I've seen. If only they go more forwards and backwards. Up next are accessories, or perhaps I should say the lack thereof. We get one rifle, and well, we have 4 arms. So yeah. Can put it in there also. This will go on there. We still have the piece that would normally lock it together, but of course this time around there is no peg on there because the arms don't have, well, the regular arms don't have those pegs. Now these arms, the cool thing about these is if you have a grace hanging around, these are the grace type arms, so you can simply use the grace weapons and click them in there. Because of course these arms would have trouble holding on to the grace weapons if you also want to use that bottom thing. So that's a cool feature, because well, they are supposed to be grace arms. But as far as what we're getting with this set, yeah, 4 arms, 1 gun, yeah. And then the only other thing we're getting is of course the extra head to go into targeting mode. Yeah, I can't help but feel that it would have been nice to have a bit higher price and have at least an extra cannon. Unfortunately, the only thing you can do with this set in order to make the arms a bit less barren is remove the back skirt and turn it into the shield. Simply has the same peg and goes into the arm. Now you can also flip this piece here around in order to get it on the side. But the one problem is that it's kind of difficult to remove, so be very careful when you're trying to remove the peg there that goes into the shield, because you don't want to break that thing. As always, the inevitable question is, do you want to buy this? A bit yes, but also a bit no. The big reason for the yes is, the Gundam Gusion is an awesome and unique machine. You're not going to find a lot of Gundams with 4 arms, and you're not going to find a lot of Gundams with this color scheme, if any at all. So, if you want to get yourself a Gundam Gusion, this is also going to be the best option, because, well, the 100 scale, you have to buy it with the regular Gusion, and that jacks up the price enormously. And this thing, on the other hand, is only 1,200 yen. Now, that price tag is unfortunately also the reason why it's a bit no. Now, 1,200 yen is a great price, and we are essentially getting what we're paying for. So, in a way, it also negates the negatives I'm going to sum up because they are a result of the price. Those negatives being, well, color inaccuracies and a lack of accessories. Color inaccuracies, I pretty much already went over that during the review. We're talking early or even pre-year 2000 standards here, and some of these are really inexcusable, even for the lower price. And then accessories. Well, you get what you pay for, and on the flip side, you can buy extra accessories. And you can also make the argument that, well, the Grazes didn't come with a lot of accessories either, but the thing about the Grazes is they weren't really supposed to have that many accessories, and they essentially came what they should come with, and then the accessory sets were options. The Gusion Rebake, on the other hand, is pretty much known as a giant artillery mobile suit with a shit ton of weapons, and with this set, we're only getting one weapon. So my biggest piece of advice here is, if you're going to buy the Gusion Rebake, don't just buy the Gusion Rebake. Buy him an accessory set, which is of course what I immediately did. The weapon sets I recommend for this guy is either option set number 1, which comes with the cannon, which is currently being held by my Barbatos here, or get option set number 3, which comes with the axe, which is also going to be really, really cool with this guy. And as for option set number 1, you might want to consider buying 2 of those. So for size comparisons, here he is next to the Rebake, also known as the Grace Custom 2, and the sister unit, the Barbatos. And finally, here he is next to the standard size Gym Custom and the always bulky Zaku 3. And here we can really see how the Gusion Rebake has some nice bulk going on thanks to those extra arms, but at the same time, he still is nice and streamlined. I guess that's what I really like about the Gusion Rebake. So that's all for this review, and see you guys next time. Don't forget about an option set for this guy. He really needs one.